How does an LLC benefit musicians or a band?
Well, the one thing LLCs or corporations do is they protect you from personal liability. That means that it separates your business from your personal assets. So if you own a house or a car and you're running around the country, as a band, and somebody gets hurt at a venue, or even somebody gets hurt in a car accident, and you're doing this for your business, it could be that you might get sued, and it attacks your personal assets, so you could lose your house, your car, while working on your business. There's also the element that there's also assets related to gear that you have. There's also maybe you have a recording studio in our house. All these things are threatened. The best thing to do is to set up an entity that could be either a corporation or an LLC, and that entity is now a separate business. It's separate from you. You get a tax ID number, so it's separate from your Social Security number, and run all your business through that entity, and that way people can't get at your personal assets if something bad happens. Or maybe you sample Kanye West on your next record, just for fun, right? And Kanye gets wind of it, and they sue you. At least they're not suing you personally. They're suing the corporation that put out the record. Or and if you're putting out your own record, that would be you. Or your publisher, whatever. But try and run your business separate from your personal, and that is where an LLC comes in, or a corporation. Both protect personal, separate you from personal liability.
Okay.
Separate your business from personal liability.
And what's the best way to get one or to establish one?
Well, every state offers corporations or LLCs through the Secretary of State. You can Google your state Secretary of State, and on there will probably be an online form for filing for a corporation or LLC, and they're surprisingly easy to do. You pay a fee of maybe $100. Sometimes it's a little more. And you can incorporate yourself. However, my recommendation, of course, there's a lot of elements to this. If it's just you doing it, it is possible to do it yourself online. But you want to get a tax ID number. You might want to get a sub-S IRS form. And it's usually a good idea to have an attorney help you get those things. If you're doing a band, if you're trying to incorporate a band and there's 2 or 3 or 4 of you, then you really need a band partnership agreement or a shareholders agreement for all the members, so that it defines who has what, who contributed what, who gets what happens if somebody leaves. That's more complex, and you really need a lawyer to help you do that. But actually filing for the corporation or LLC is fairly simple. It's the other parts that are a little bit more complicated.